Hello dear students, this is Jackishan. Welcome to the third part of chapter 6, Lines and Angles. Students, in the previous parts, that is in part 1, we have seen the introduction of this chapter where we have seen the definitions of lines and angles, types of angles, adjacent angles, linear pair of angles, and we have seen the vertically opposite angles. And there we have also studied the axioms based upon the angles. What was that axiom? That on a straight line, the sum of all angles is equal to 180 degree. Like this. See, it is a straight line and one ray is standing on this straight line. Then the sum of these two angles is what? 180 degree. So this axiom we have studied, and this axiom, it is the converse of the above. Okay. Later on we have studied complementary angle and supplementary angle. In complementary angle I have told you that when the sum of two angles is 90 degree, then it is known as complementary angle. And when the sum of two angle is 180 degree, then the angles are supplementary angles. Okay, and to find complement of any angle, you have to subtract that angle from 90, and to find supplement of any angle, you have to subtract that angle from 180. Okay, after that, two note points we have seen that on a point, the sum of all angles, okay, sum of all angles at a point is 360 degree. Okay, so this much we have studied in part 1. In part 2, we have proved this theorem that if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, so this theorem we have proved in part 2. Vertically opposite angles are equal means if two lines are intersecting each other, then their angles opposite to each other are equal. Means here angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, so this we have proved in part 2. After that, we have started exercise 6.1. There we have solved question number 1 and question number 2. Okay, and now today we are going to start from question number 3. So let us see, students, what is question number 3 of exercise 6.1. The question is, in the given figure, angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. See, in this figure, what is given? That angle PQR, this angle is equal to angle PRQ. What is PRQ? PRQ, okay, means this angle. So here it is given in the question that this angle is equal to this angle. Okay, now what we have to prove? We have to prove that angle PQS means this angle is equal to angle PRT. Which angle is PRT? PRT means this angle. Okay, so this we have to prove. How we'll do this question? Let us see. See, from the figure we can say, let us solve this question. From figure we can say that ST is what? ST is a straight line. Since ST is a straight line, ST is a straight line, and QP stands on this straight line. Okay, this QP, or you can say the ray QP. Okay, QP stands on line ST. Okay, so if QP ray is standing on ST, then we know that the sum of these two angles, okay, from linear pair axiom, we can say the sum of these two angles is what? 180 degree. So here we will write that angle PQS plus angle PQR is equal to 180 degree. Reason behind it is linear pair axiom. Okay, in fair copy you will write it in the full form, linear pair axiom. Okay, suppose this is your equation number 1. Again we can say, students, that since ST is a straight line, then PR is also a ray which is standing on this straight line, and PR stands on ST. Okay, then what we can conclude? We can conclude that the sum of these two angles, okay, the sum of these two angles means angle PRT plus angle PRQ. The sum of these two will also be equal to 180 degree, as we have written above, okay, from linear pair axiom. Okay, students, suppose this is your equation number 2. Now from 1 and 2, see, the right hand sides of both of the equations are equal. So things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another. Okay, or we can say, if the right hand sides of the both of the equations are equal, then their left hand side should also be equal. So here angle PQS plus angle PQR is equal to the left hand side of the second equation, angle PRT plus angle PRQ. Now students, in the question it is given that angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. So here at the place of angle PQR I am going to write angle PRQ. So here at the place of PQR I am going to write angle PRQ, and right hand side we will write in the same manner as it is written in the above line. Okay, so angle PRQ. Now you can simplify it. See, angle PRQ is here also, angle PRQ is here also, with positive signs, means both are equal, so they will be cancelled out. So what is left? What is left, students, from here? From here we can see that in the left hand side angle PQS is there, and in right hand side angle PRT is there, and which is to prove. Okay, which was to prove. So here we have proved it. Okay, students, so it is very easy question. What we have done, let us see once again. Firstly, we have seen that ST was a straight line and PQ is a ray standing on this straight line. So we can conclude from linear pair axiom that the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. Okay, and that we have supposed equation number 1. Here also ST was a straight line and PR was a ray which is standing on this straight line. So here also we can conclude that the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. That we have written in the second equation. In equation first and in equation second, the right hand sides was equal, so their left hand side should also be equal. Okay, that we have made equal. Now in this line, okay, in this step we have written angle PQR as angle PRQ. Why? Because it is given in the question that both angles are equal. So at the place of PQR I have written angle PRQ. Okay, and after that we have seen that in right hand side also there is an angle PQR, and in left hand side also there is an angle PRQ. Okay, so PRQ and PRQ will be cancelled out. So what is left? Angle PQS is equal to angle PRT, that we have written. Okay, and here we can write the reason also. See, in geometry portion of mathematics it is very important to write the reason behind every step. Okay, like here we have written by linear pair axiom. If you will not write the reason, so maybe your marks will be deducted because you have not written the reason. Okay, so this is the method how we solve the questions of geometry. Now coming to the next question, students, you can pause the video and note it down. Next question, question number 4 is, in the given figure, if x plus y is equal to w plus z, then prove that AOB is a straight line. See, it is given that the sum of these two angles, x plus y, is equal to the sum of these two angles, that is w plus z. You have to prove that this AOB is a straight line. Okay, so let us see how we'll solve this question. So firstly, it is given that x plus y is equal to w plus z. It is given, and we know that sum of all angles at a point is what? 360 degree. So here we can write that at point O, x plus y plus z plus w, see, x, y, z, w, all the angles are forming at where? All the angles are forming at O. So the sum of all these angles is what? 360 degree. Okay, suppose this was your equation number 1, this is your equation number 1, and this is your equation number 2. Okay, so from equation number 1, we can put at the place of x plus y, we can put what? W plus z. Okay, so let us put at the place of x plus y, w plus z, and here also it is z plus w is equal to 360 degree. Now w plus w, 2w, and z plus z, 2z, is equal to 360 degree. Okay, let us take 2 as common, so what is left? W plus z is equal to 360 degree. So what will be the value of w plus z? See, this 2 will be shifted, then w plus z is equal to, when 360 will be divided by 2, it will be what? 180 degree. Now see, students, this angle, these two angles means w plus z. Firstly, they are adjacent angles, and the sum of their angle is what? 180 degree. So if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then it is surely this AOB is what? It is a straight line. Okay, so here we can write that the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degree. Since the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degree, so AOB is a straight line. Okay, so by this method we can solve the question. Firstly, you have to see that what is given. In this question, what was given? That x plus y is equal to w plus z. We have made that equation number 1. After that, we have used the note point that we have studied, that the sum of all angles at a point is 360 degree. So here we can see that x plus y plus z plus w is 360 degree. After that, from equation number 1, we have put at the place of x plus y, w plus z we have put, because it was given. Okay, so w plus w, 2w, z plus z, 2z, we have taken 2 as common, and then we have sent this 2 in right hand side, so that we have got W plus Z is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so the sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree. So AOB is a straight line. Okay, now you can pause the video and note it down. Now students, coming to question number 5. Question is, in figure POQ is a line. See here, POQ is a line. Ray OR is perpendicular to PQ. This OR ray is perpendicular to PQ. What is the meaning of this perpendicular to? Perpendicular to means this angle will be 90 degree. Here also and here also it is equal to what? 90 degree. OS is another ray. See, this ray OS is another ray lying between rays OP and OR. Okay, prove that. We have to prove that angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. So let us see how we'll solve the question. So firstly, we'll write that what is given. Firstly, we'll write that what is given. It is given that ray OR is perpendicular to PQ. So if OR is perpendicular to PQ, it means that this will imply that angle POR is equal to angle QOR is equal to what? 90 degree. Okay, suppose this is your equation number 1. And what is to prove here? To prove, we have to prove that angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay, now let us see the proof of this question. How we'll prove it? See, firstly I'm going to write what is the value of angle QOS. So angle QOS we can write. See, this angle QOS means this angle. Okay, angle QOS, it is the sum of this angle and this angle. Okay, so we can write angle QOS is equal to angle QOR means this angle plus angle ROS, like this. Okay, after that we will write, or we can write this step also. QOS is equal to QOR is what? QOR is 90 degree, na? So we can write here 90 degree plus angle ROS. So ROS will be written as it is. Suppose it is your equation number 2. Now we'll write the value of angle POR. So angle POR we can write POR. It is the sum of angle POS and SOR. It is the sum of angle POS plus angle POS and plus angle ROS. Okay, suppose it is equation number 3. Now students, will add equations 2 and equation 3. Okay, we are going to add equation number 2 and equation number 3. So if we will adding 2 and 3, we get what we'll get. In the left hand side we'll get angle QOS plus angle POR. In right hand side we'll get 90 degree plus ROS plus angle POS and plus angle ROS. Okay, see, in the left hand side, at the place of angle POR we can write 90 degree because angle POR is what? It is 90 degree. So angle QOS plus 90 degree is equal to, here also it is 90 degree. Angle ROS is here and ROS is here also. Okay, so this is 2 times angle ROS. And here what is left? Angle POS. Now see students, in the left hand side also there is a 90 degree and in right hand side also there is a 90 degree. So this 90 degree and this 90 degree will be cancel out. Now what is left in the left hand side? Angle QOS. And in right hand side what is left? 2 into angle ROS plus angle POS. Okay, now shift this POS in this side, means in left hand side. So what is there? Angle QOS, and now this POS is coming with negative sign, angle POS. What is left? 2 into angle ROS. Now students, we will shift this 2 in left hand side. So when we will shift this 2 in left hand side, we can see that this 2 will be divided this, okay, left hand side. So we can write it, when we'll shift this 2 in right hand side, what is left? Only ROS, and in left hand side this 2 will divide here. So we can write that 1 by 2 into QOS minus angle POS. Okay, this 2 will be divided, so we can write it like this also. So this was to prove in this question. Okay, try to understand it in easy way. Firstly, what we have done, firstly we have seen that angle ROQ, or you can say QOR, is 90 degree. Why? Because this OR is standing on PQ and it was given that it is perpendicular. So we have written angle POR is equal to angle QR is 90 degree. Okay, this we have supposed equation number 1. Then we have written that what is to prove. In proof part, firstly we have written angle QOS. Angle QOS is the sum of angle QOR and ROS, that we have written. But angle QOR is 90 degree, so we have put the value 90 degree. Suppose this is your equation number 2. In next step, we have written the value of angle POR. It is the sum of angle POS and angle SOR. Okay, then this step we have supposed as equation number 3. After that we have added these two. Okay, when we have added these two, so left hand side will be added to left hand side and right hand side will be added to right hand side. In left hand side there will be angle QOS and POR. In right hand side there will be 90 degree plus ROS plus angle POS plus angle ROS. Okay, then we have seen that in left hand side there is an angle POR and POR is equal to 90 degree. So we have put the value of angle POR as 90 degree. Then 190 degree was there in left hand side and 190 degree was there in right hand side. So we can say that if both are equal and with the same sign, in the different sides, that is one is in left hand side and one is in right hand side, so we can cancel out them. Okay, and one more thing here, angle ROS plus angle ROS, it was 2 times, so it will be added, angle ROS plus angle ROS, that is 2 times angle ROS, and one is here angle POS. Now students, we have shift this POS in left hand side. So here it was with positive sign, so when it will be shifted it will be with negative sign. Okay, and in right hand side what was only left, it here only left is 2 into angle ROS. After that we have shift this 2 also. So when we will shift this 2 in left hand side, so it will divide it like this. So this was to prove that angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay, and yes, we have to write the reason also. So here we will write from 1, because we have put the value of angle POR as 90 degree, and here also we have put the value of QR is 90 degree. So here also we will write the reason that from 1. Okay, so just pause the video and note it down. See, in geometry, if you have understood the concepts, you can solve the questions easily. Okay, so concept wise you have to be very strong so that you can solve the question easily. See, this is not necessary that to solve any question there is only one method. In geometry, to solve any questions, several methods are there, and as much as you are strong in the concept wise, you can solve the question more easily. Okay, now students, let us see the last question of this exercise. Question number 6 is, it is given that angle XYZ is equal to 64 degree and XY is produced to point P. Draw a figure from the given information. So firstly, let us draw that what is given here in this question. Firstly, we are going to draw the figure in which angle XYZ is equal to 64 degree. So here we have made the figure like this, XYZ, and suppose this is 64 degree. So this we have made. After that, in the question it is written that XY is produced to point P. So let us produce means we have to extend this XY. Okay, so let us produce XY to point P like this. Okay, we have extended this XY to point P. So we have drawn the figure. Now the question is, if ray YQ, there is a ray YQ, okay, starting from Y, bisects angle ZYP. What is the meaning of bisect, students? Bisect means dividing into two equal parts. Okay, suppose if any angle is there, AOB, and someone is saying that OS is bisector of angle AOB. Okay, so it means there is a ray which bisect means this angle and this angle will be equal to each other. Okay, so OS is a ray which is bisecting angle AOB. The figure will be like this. Okay, bisecting means this angle and this angle will be equal to each other. So here in this question it is given that ray YQ is bisecting angle ZYP. So firstly let us see angle ZYP. Angle ZYP means this angle. Okay, this angle is bisected by ray YQ like this. Okay, so here we have made a ray YQ which is just in the mid of these two angles, means the angle this QYP and angle QYZ will be equal to each other. This angle and this angle will be equal to each other. Okay, now the question is, find XYQ. We have to find angle XYQ, means the whole this angle we have to find. Okay, and after that we have to find the reflex of angle QYP. So reflex of QYP, I have told you, if you want to find the reflex of any angle, so firstly just find this angle, and after that we'll subtract it from 360 degree. So this is the question. Firstly you have to see in geometry, it is very important to understand what is given and what is to find out. Okay, so figure we have made, and now we are going to solve the question. See students, firstly we'll write that since xp or px is a straight line, since px is a straight line, so we can say that, and one more thing, and yz is a ray standing on px. So what will imply from here? We can write that angle xyz plus angle zyp, the sum of these two angles is what? 180 degree. See, this px is a straight line and yz is a ray on this line, so this angle and this angle, the whole this angle, okay, the sum of these two angles is what? 180 degree. Let us assume it as equation number 1. Now the value of angle xyz is given. It is given 64 degree. So it is 64 degree plus angle zyp is equal to 180 degree. So angle zyp is what? Angle zyp is 180 degree minus 64 degree. That is angle zyp is equal to 180 minus 64, that is 116 degree. Okay, so this is the value of angle zyp. Now this yq ray, see, zyp means this angle, the whole this angle is what? 116 degree. Here we will write this angle is what? Total 116 degree. Okay, now students, ray yq is bisecting, ray yq is bisecting angle zyp. See, this yq ray is bisecting the whole angle, na? It is given in the question that here if ray yq bisects angle zyp, so ray yq is bisecting angle zyp. What is the meaning of this? That this angle QYP is equal to angle QYZ. We can conclude from this. Suppose it is equation number 2. Now the sum of these two angles QYP plus angle QYZ, it is equal to what? The sum of these two angles, obviously it is equal to angle ZYP. We can write it. Okay, and these two are equal also, and here we have to find angle XYQ. Okay, means firstly we have to find angle ZYQ. So how we'll find angle QYZ or ZYQ? We can see in equation number 2, these two angles are equal to each other. So at the place of this angle QYP, I am going to write angle QYZ. At the place of QYP, we can write angle QYZ. And here one more angle QYZ is already there. So it is angle ZYP. So it is 2 times angle QYZ is equal to angle ZYP. Angle ZYP is equal to what, students? We have seen here angle ZYP is 116 degree. Okay, and it is 2 times angle QYZ. Now shift this to, so angle QYZ is equal to 116, and here it is with multiplication. So when it will be shifted, it will be divided by 2. Okay, see one more time here. Here angle XYZ and XYZ is there. When we will add this will be 2 times XYZ is equal to ZYP. Angle ZYP is 116 degrees. So here we have written the value of that. Okay, and after that here we have shifted this 2 in right hand side, then it will divide it. Now angle XYZ will be what? 116 upon 2, that is 58 degree. Okay, so this is the value of angle QYZ. Okay, so this angle is also 58 degree. Okay, and this angle is also 58 degree. Both the angles will be same because they are YQ is bisecting the angle, the whole angle ZYP. Okay students, now see students, in the question it is given that to find angle XYQ. Okay, and we know that angle XYQ is equal to the sum of angle XYQ. It is equal to the sum of angle QYZ plus angle ZYX or XYZ. Okay, now angle XYQ is equal to QYZ is equal to what? QYZ is equal to, here we have found 58 degree, and XYZ is equal to what? XYZ, it is given in the question, it is equal to 64 degree. Now we'll add these two, 8, 4, 12 and 5, 6, 11 and 12. Okay, so 122 degree is the value of angle XYQ. 122 degree is the value of angle XYQ. Okay, so this is the answer of first question, that we have to find angle XYQ. In the second we have to find reflex of QYP. QYP is equal to angle QYZ. This angle is equal to this angle, means it is equal to 58 degree. Okay, that we have found here. Now we have to find reflex of angle QYP. So to find reflex of any angle, we have to subtract that angle from 360 degree. Okay, so we'll subtract it and we'll get the value of reflex of angle QYP. Okay, so this is the answer of second question. So just pause the video and note it down what we have done. Students, let us see one more time. Firstly, we have constructed the figure. After that, we have seen that the value of angle XYZ and XYZ and angle ZYP, it will be equal to 180 degree because PX is a straight line. After that, by putting the value of XYZ, we have found the value of angle ZYP, means the total this angle. Okay, YQ was the ray which was bisecting this angle, so both the angles are equal, means 116 will be divided by 2. It is also equal to 58 degree. It is also equal to 58 degree. After that, we have to find XYQ na. So in XYQ, this angle we have known previously. Okay, but this angle we have to find. Here we have found the value of this angle. After that, we have added this, so we have found the value of XYQ. And in the question it was given also to find reflex of QYP. So if QYP is 58 degree, so if we want to find reflex of QYP, we have to subtract it from 360 degree, and then we have got the value of reflex of QYP. Like this, students, we can solve the whole question. So this was the last question of this exercise. Now in the next part of the video, we'll see exercise second, which is based on one more theorem. Okay, so this is enough for today. Okay, thank you all students.